Yo, 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 I'm Alex from Battle of the Bands last year, your host, and I'm joined by...
Shan.
And two members of our finalists from last year, VLKA. Oh! First of all, I want to congratulate you on making it to the semi-finals of Metal to the Masses this year. Tell us how that journey went from start to finish. Where are you at now?
Oh, how did that go, Craig? So, we entered Metal to the Masses in December, but it runs from January through till at the start of June. I think the final is the 1st of June. And so, it's been a ridiculous process so far. We got put into Heat 8, so we had to wait 8 weeks to play. And when we did, oh my God. I mean, we have our friends Emily and Susie now coming, and they run a face painting booth at the Heat. And so the crowd was basically just fully in war paint. It was immense. We got the crowd vote in the first round, and Stellaris got the judges' vote. And we did really well at that. It went really good. And then we got to the quarterfinal, and our quarterfinal was stacked. I mean, we had Apparitia, and we had Hellbear, and we had Shred Dibner, which wins the award for best name. But I have seen there are some really good ones in this competition as well. Blob Halford particularly stands out.
Yeah, nice.
And it was so intense, but there was about 250, 260 people there, and we managed to get the crowd vote again. So now we're into the semi-finals. Our semi-final is against Incarnage, who are also playing with you guys. And we're also playing with... who else are we playing with? We're playing with Dakara, and we are also playing with Stellaris again. Yeah,
nice.
Stellaris, who we played in our Heat, they're also in the same semi-final as us. So, we're playing on the 19th of May, a few weeks away, and it's going to be an immense show. So, come down if you're free, and definitely come down to the rest of the gigs. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, obviously, best of luck for your semi-final, and no doubt we'll see you in the final there again, like you did last year here.
So I've got a question to ask. I've heard recently you've got a new addition to the band.
We do indeed. So about a year ago now, we had to unfortunately part ways with our old singer, Mike. But we did put out a call. We were looking for a different edge, a different feel, something a bit fresher in the band. Put out a call for a female vocalist.
Oh, wow. We love feminine energy in metal.
Yeah. Well, you need to meet Shelley then.
I'm quite excited.
She's pure female witch energy.
Oh, we love.
Sound probably right up your street. We put a call. She contacted us, sounded really eager, and she also played violin. So we thought, yes, this is the one. And she's joined the band, and can't even consider the band without her now, can we? No. And she's added a new layer on older songs that we never even thought of, like Mead Hall. We originally just played guitar. She's got the violin on it. It makes it way more poppy and jiggy, and it gives it much more of a feel to it. She's also added that incredible, powerful belt of her vocals on songs like Fury the Valkyrie or God of War, where hearing it now with those in, I don't know how we didn't think of it in the first place. It just fits so perfectly. So, when we're playing, be sure to check it out, because that's our secret weapon now, isn't it?
Is there anything new you've been working on since Battle of the Bands, or any new projects you want to tell anyone at home about?
So, we've been working on some new songs, especially with Shelley now. We've got that violin, so he kind of added a new string to his bow, so to say. And it's been pretty intense, trying to get these new songs and trying to get stuff ready for these very amazing shows that we've got coming up. I mean, we have these big shows at Metal to the Masses, like I mentioned before. We have a lot of shows. We're headlining an all-day event at the old Pint Pot in Salford with 40,000 Leagues, who were finalists here last year as well. And we're also playing in Burnley, a fundraising gig for Sophie Lancaster. I think that's on the 26th of May, and that's there's a lot of amazing bands on that lineup, so go and check that out on the social medias. You can find us on Facebook quite easily. It's just VLKA. So go and check that out, and we're looking at recording a single soon, hopefully. So that should be coming not too long down the line. So mostly since we played with you guys, it's been work. We've been focusing on getting new songs out, getting Shelley up to speed with the old stuff, and with making the most of her talents in newer stuff. We've just been gigging out the arse. We recently played up in Edinburgh for the first time. Nice. For a Ukraine charity gig. We've got a lot of gigs this year, too many to count, and they're all quite
something. They're all quite big gigs, so it's just work, work, work. VLKA never stops.
Awesome. Well, obviously, you guys at home, keep an eye on the socials, keep up to date with everything, go and see them wherever they are, because it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it.
VLKA. Don't spell it wrong.
No matter how easy it may be to spell, there will be people who spell it wrong.
So this isn't necessarily fully a question towards any of the competitions or any shows in more recent, but it's just more of a personal question to each of you. Every time any of us becomes part of any part of the alternative or metal umbrella, everybody has like these fundamental bands that got them onto the pathway to where they are now. So who would you say is like early inspirations, like either individually or for like both of you together?
For me personally, I don't know how embarrassing this is, but my journey to metal and alternative was Guitar Hero 2.
Nah, fair play, fair play.
A lot of the heavy metal songs that were on it were always just most fun to play. And I remember very specifically a song called The Light That Blinds by Shadows Fall. That was the first real metal song that I ever really loved. And from there it just progressed and just kept going and kept getting deeper. And as it turned out, I fucking love death metal.
No, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I mean, it was very different for me. I mean, my path into metal was through Guitar Hero 3.
Wow, love it.
No, I mean, like the Guitar Hero games, I think for our generation were massive. It was like introducing people to like bands like Metallica, who had their own game, like Iron Maiden, some amazing bands, and like Avenged Sevenfold from a new, like more modern time as well. There was some incredible bands and incredible songs on there. And like you said, like when you got so good at it, the only songs that were a challenge anymore were the metal ones because they were the hardest ones to play. So yeah.
Although still, fuck Fire and the Flames. That is too hard.
No, I was all right. Yeah. Told you Guitar Hero 3 was my jam. But no, not just that. I mean, like, as a band, I think that we were influenced a lot by bands like Ailstorm and Mon Amarth, like the kind of more folk metal route, which kind of helped us like focus on like the storytelling in the songs and also like the showmanship as well of it, not just being another metal band, like making sure that you've got the show, the props, like you make a massive thing out of it. I haven't quite got a bar on the front of my drum kit like the guy from Ailstorm does. I'm working towards that, but money.
One day.
Yeah, we need to plunder a few more villages before we get there. But yeah, I mean, that's where we ended up getting the inspiration, I guess.
So when we played Satan's the first time, we were just really impressed by the entire competition. It was your first time doing it when we played it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have fooled us, honestly. Like, it was so professional, it was so polished, it felt
such a
like
good
you've
host.
been doing it years. Wink, wink. But yeah, it felt like a really good competition. You got some great bands on, and it had so much fun. And obviously, being Manx ourselves, it's Satan's Hollow. How can
Yeah.
you not want to play here? If you're in a band, this is one of the venues in Manchester, isn't it? So we just jumped to the opportunity and we thought, oh, they want us back. Abso-fucking-lutely. No question.
So we're going to be headlining and guest judging on the 20th of June.
It's July.
In the semi-finals. So come down and check that out. It's going to be an immense show. I can't wait to see the bands that are going to be joining us in that semi-final and all the bands that are playing in the competition. I've seen the poster and it looks incredible. So good luck to the rest of you.
Beautiful fucking stuff. Right, well, I've been Alex.
And I'm Shan.
And these guys have been VLKA, and we will see you on the 20th of
July.
with these motherfuckers guest headlining and guest judging. See you then.
Oh!